totally from Spain to this event. Just kidding. So, well, my presentation is about smart cities and how we can give or try to publish the services or let the users to know what services the cities offer to them. So the underlying objective of our work is just to know the cities and the services they offer to the users, to the final users. So, and the idea is to let them know this kind of services by playing. And the question is how? Well, just by using a video game. So behind a video game, we need a story. So we have this objective, just to approach these services to the users. But in the game, we need a story. So we had to invent some fun story for the users to play. So the story in this game is humans are continuously littering the city. So we are beetles and we are tired of them. So our objective is just to clean the city. And in our game we have some key features, key points, very important. The first one is you play in a real city. So we didn't invent cities, modern or ones. You play in a real city, and you play with real services. I mean, we have some levels with the traffic in real time, with the bike lines, with the bus stops, with the metro stations. So, but they are real. They exist. And our mission has a nice message. We are cleaning the city. We are doing something green. And in the game, the idea is to be multiplayer as well. So you play in real time with lots of users in the same city. About the players, we wanted to create a very easy game just for any player, so you don't need some strong skills to play, just a touch device. And the level mechanism of the game should be also easy, and we use something very similar to this popular game. So we are more or less the beetle, and we have humans. They are bothering us. They try to remove the garbage we collect in the city. So what about the motivation for the users? Is okay, you compete and you must be the fastest one in cleaning the city, and maybe in the future we can have some prizes. Well, we don't know. And now we were developing in the team. We are two students in graphical design, one in the 2D part, another one in the 3D part, and two Unity programmers. Okay? So the person in the 3D part was working with City Engine and 3D Studio Max, and the person in the 2D part was creating the art of the video game. And in the developers part, we were creating the services. It's a MySQL database with a REST API, very simple, and just connect from Unity. So well, I will talk about the workflow later. So we have a version. This is the first screen, Smart Beetles. We have some options, some of them in the settings. Okay, you can put your username. We will have a classification in every level, and we can play like this with the accelerometer or with your finger. Okay, because some of the one girl in the team told me I wanted to play with the game in the sofa. What about the accelerometer? Oh, so we had some problem. Okay, another mode to play. Like this. No meetings and so on. Okay, you want to play in the sofa? we implement. So we have a map, and right now we have San Diego. And when you touch the city, we have different levels. Right now we have one level. So this is the first version. Okay, and you can play. We will see the screens, and we have a classification according to some score. So the fastest people are in the higher positions. Okay. Now I am the third one, so I'm not here, but I was playing all day long together. But I'm not much practice. Okay. So these are the instructions just before playing. So you have to visit some city checkpoints and to complete the mission, watch out, collect the garbage, and humans try to remove your garbage. Okay. So when you play, right now we are developing and we are working with a multi-user version. So this is the screenshot when we were trying this version. So now you are playing alone, okay? Well. And you can see here a capture, a screenshot of San Diego. So on the top you can see the convention center and the baseball stadium and well. And you can see some garbage, one banana in there. Okay? So this is the garbage, humans, and the beetle. Okay? So we have some minimap trying to help the users to know where is the garbage. So to create this 3D scene, we use vector-based maps. So on the background, we have a vector-based map, and we change the style just to create this style of colors for this level. And for the 3D information, we use SeedEngine. We import the OpenStreetMap layer of buildings, and we create a simple rule to create the buildings in 3D. Because we weren't interested in realism of the buildings, just to put the blocks to play. Okay? But we realized that the baseball stadium and the convention center was impossible to manage in real time in our game with the information we got from SeedEngine. So we specifically modeled the stadium and the convention center by using 3D Studio Max. Okay, altogether we import everything to Unity. And in Unity, we import the other assets and we create the mechanism to play. Okay. So here we can see a sculpture. We specifically designed in 3D Studio Max as well. And when you collect all the garbage, okay, you have some score and you have a classification and so on. So what about the technology we use? So we use 3D Studio Max, SeedEngine, Unity, and we are using Photon. It's a plugin for Unity for multi-users. Okay, just for connecting the clients. Okay, but this is the situation right now. Okay, so we have a version, and do we have a future? You never know. Not in the game. So the situation is we want to add some bylines to the game. It's another level. So we will put the bike lines, and when you get into a bike line, you get faster. And we will change the style of the beetle, put some wheels. We don't know exactly where to put the wheels. So, but this is another level. But the underlying message is interesting. So if you use the services for the city, you are getting more score and you are winning. So another interesting level is traffic conditions. So we want to connect to some traffic services and get the traffic in real time. So when you play, you are seeing the traffic in real time. So you try to avoid these streets with high level of traffic because it will slow down you. So the mission will be worse for you. So again, the underlying initiatives try to avoid these streets because you won't get a high score. We want to add also the metro stations. So if you get to a metro station color yellow, you automatically get out in another yellow station. So you get faster. So it's part of your mission to get faster. Okay? The same with bus stations. And we want also to change the level mechanism in an easy way. So now it involves to change a lot of code, but we want to change the level mechanism just to adapt our game to maybe the problem in a city. For example, I'm from Villarreal, maybe you know this city because of the European League and the Champions League in soccer. Okay. So, well, in my city there is a problem with sheets. It's real. With dog sheets. Okay? Yeah, I was laughing the first time I heard and people were saying, okay, it's a problem. So, we want to show the game to the mayor or the local government, just to know, okay, maybe we can change the mechanisms and you have many sheets and you have to put the sheets in some places, some correct places to leave the sheets. So we are taking advantage of 99% of our game in the city. We only change a little bit the mechanism and some art in there. Okay? And for the future, if you we wanted to be a beetle. That's nice. I want to be a beetle. So maybe we thought, but it's easy. Maybe we can play in the city just activating the GPS sensor, and I am a beetle. And you can play in real time with a lot of users, but you are not controlling the beetle. You are the beetle with the phone. Okay. So, and the last feature. I don't know how to be different. Another nice thing to implement is just to connect the game or just a version, a white version of the game to ArcGIS services. In some way, you modify some layers in there and you can play in the game according to this information. This is the general idea. We have to develop that. Okay? So, well, it's a big world out there. So we have now a small version and we are trying to survive in this jungle. So, thank you, Sean.